So you kind of talk about like creating your own version of motherhood. And so what does this mean to you and how can other moms kind of do the same?
If there's one thing I've learned from the internet and searching for parenting advice, it's that no matter where you go, you're doing it wrong, no matter what you're doing. And so I definitely experienced this from the time I was pregnant through like all the stages that I've experienced thus far of motherhood, that somebody's got an opinion and there is an opinion that's different than yours. And so we as women in this society that we live in are sort of conditioned to be people pleasers, and we're conditioned to sort of forego what we want to the point that like as a successful woman, especially in like school or corporate world, you're measuring how well you're doing based on the feedback you're getting. And so
Mhm.
it's not coming from this internal place. And so when we become mothers, it translates into like, you need someone to tell you that you're doing a good job, but we don't get that in motherhood. You don't get performance reviews for being a mom. So it's about getting in touch with who you want to be and not necessarily like who your mom thinks you should be or your mother-in-law or like Karen up the street. Like
Mhm.
you don't have to like do all the things. And it's like getting confident in your choices so that we also, because it can also come out sideways and we can become judgmental of other people that are differing
Mhm.
from us. And that's not helpful for anybody. So
Right.
the more we can be true to who we are, and it's hard to be true to who you are if you don't know who you are. So it's a lot of
Mhm.
awareness and learning about yourself and discovery.
Yeah, we have a Facebook group here and we always like try to express like just because someone has a different opinion doesn't mean you're doing it wrong or they're doing it wrong. Like you guys just have different
Right.
paths and different journeys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so important to like recognize like what makes sense for you in your life might not necessarily make sense for the person next to you. I think we're so quick to be like, they're different, so I'm doing it wrong or they're doing it wrong.
Exactly.
have,
Yeah.
have that judgment. And I was talking to someone, I don't know, I think it was yesterday, about too, like how a lot of the times, like the bullies or the mom shamers are somehow feeling insecure about maybe a choice they're making or someone made them
Right.
feel bad. And so then they're like, well, I gotta, push it back out. And so I think a lot of like insecurity or shame comes from shaming others and judging others.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Yeah.